What's going on, winners? It's your boy Loso 2.0. And today we're going to talk about 7 different principles to attain freedom. And that's financially, physically, spiritually, mentally, however you want to put it, right? But before we get started with that, let's do some housekeeping things. You can actually follow me on all my social media platforms at Carlos J. Henry's winswithaz.com. On there, you can also apply to be on my podcast in order to drop some gems for all of my listeners. You can also on there purchase the starting guide to achieving your personal and professional goals in a quarter at a time with my book Winners Win. You can also subscribe to my newsletter, which teaches you how to effectively communicate and hold yourself accountable in order to achieve your goals in a quarter of the time, professional and personal. And then you can also, as a startup business, work with me in order to figure out how to maximize your own traffic in order to have them buy everything you offer, stay with you for a lifetime, and also refer anyone to you like they are a cult member. Okay, so let's get started with the first thing, which is definitiveness of purpose. I never showed you guys my board, right? Vision board. This is purpose to me. Who am I? That's what I put on here. This defines me. This is defining my purpose and who I am. I am successful. I am a god. I am unstoppable. Me and Courtney have a strong and healthy marriage. I own the 76ers. I'm a New York Times bestselling author. I'm the greatest speaker ever. Winners win. I am a winner. I am a champion. I am the greatest marketer ever. I'm a millionaire. I changed African American communities forever, creating in Wall Street. This is who I am. This is my definitive of purpose. Who am I? Excuse me. But you have to be able to define who you are first. That's the first thing that you have to do, okay? And then the second thing leads to a matter of if you master yourself, right? Now, mastering yourself comes to a lot of different things. It can come from working out. It can come from you reading books on yourself. Figure out what is you. Figure out what your hobby is. Master that. Remember, a lot of entrepreneurs, your business is your spirit, and the spirit's natural thing is to expand. That's the whole point of a spirit, is to expand. So how can you continue to expand yourself, expand your spirit, right? It's going to come down to you mastering yourself, and no one else can teach you how to master you. If you want to be honest, right? It's going to come down to you to figuring out, like I said, what is your niche? What is it that you're good at? And then trying to get better at this thing each, excuse me, each and every single day. So first it was definitive purpose. Then it was mastery of yourself, which leads to the next one, which is learning adversity. Okay. Learn your adversity. Learn from your mistakes. Learn how you can literally learn from your mistakes. Okay. Things are going to happen. But it's not a matter of things happening. It's a matter of what you can take from it. Everything is a lesson. Now, in a blessing, right? You know, as people say, it's a blessing or a lesson. Well, every blessing is a lesson. Okay. And every lesson is a blessing because if you're learning from it, you're blessed by it because adversity struck and you were able to get around that stuff. Something happens. How can you get around it? People, if my phone, if my business, I wasn't, I was like, oh, I'm tired of not making as much money. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make a product about it. I seen a guy who literally said he was a dog breeder, took that dog breeding stuff, put the pictures into a book, sold a book for $100, so 5,000, made $500,000. Bought land for $22,000 at an auction. I was worth 600,000. Then opened up a construction company, which then was funded by another person, Ice Cube. You make a business out of everything. You can make a business out of everything. You have to be able to deal with adversity, know what you know, and then sell your information, create info products. That's what the whole point of Expert Secret is to teach you how to be an expert in something, not to teach you that, but how to change that into an info product because you are a master at it. People pay for information, okay? And then you have to control your environmental influences, okay? Your environmental influences, right? Remember, I told you, you cannot choose what you were born into, what family you were born into. You cannot choose that, but you can choose what your environment looks like. You can build that library in your house, right? It doesn't have to be you doing this, that, and that. It doesn't have to be all that stuff. You could actually build the library in your house, and then that will be your environment. You can go to those network events and build that environment for yourself. It's not always about what someone else can do or how I was born into it. They're lucky because of this, that, and it's not about that. It's about how you can actually influence your next thing, which comes down to time, which time is nothing but man-made. Okay. This right here, Man-made. Because who decided what was day and what was night? Oh man, I hope I didn't drop that all crazy. Who decided what was day? Who decided what was night? It's all man-made, right? And it's not time management. Everybody has the same 24 hours. Elon Musk has the same 24 hours as me. Mark Zuckerberg has the same 24 hours as me. Tony Robbins, same 24 hours. Eric Thomas, same 24 hours. These guys all have the same 24 hours as me, but it doesn't matter what you do with it. It's called self-management. How can you manage yourself in order to maximize on your time? Which is the next one, which is harmony, right? This is heaven. Heaven is a state of mind. Heaven is when your mind, body, and spirit are all in harmony. You can get that through working out. That's working on the body. The spirit will be through your prayer, meditation, whatever you want. Then your mind is by constantly being a student to everything, which leads to the last principle, which is the caution. Lead with caution, which is basically be the biggest skeptic you can be in the world. Because when you're a skeptic, I talk about this in my book, being the world's biggest skeptic, because you're going to constantly be in search for information in order to grow yourself. You're not just going to listen to what anyone else tells you. Don't even just listen to what I'm telling you. Go and do your own research and go find your own information. So those are the 7 principles in order to attain any type of freedom that you want in your life. How can you start applying these today? I want you to comment below which principle was your favorite. And while you're at it, I want you to keep killing the day. Winners win, losers lose, and you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.